Hello everyone! Today I have decided to film a live vlog for the first week and a half-ish of January. So welcome to the live vlog of January 1st to January 10th, 2026. This is super exciting. I was looking at my channel and I was like, you know what? I haven't filmed a live vlog in a hot minute. And it is perfect to encompass everything I've been wanting to talk about for the past week and a half. All that's been up in my life, a little bit of upkeep for this channel and whatnot. So we're just gonna get right into it. In general, it just hasn't felt like the new year. I've talked about this already, but it just feels like it just feels like a continuation of the same year. Does that make sense? I know it makes sense to at least one other person, but yeah. And then I was like, this is crazy because I'm filming this on January 11th, but I was like, how does it not feel like a new year? But at the same time, it's already going by so fast. Like, where are the days going? Where are they going? Speaking of the days, the weather has been so insanely bipolar. This is the most bipolar I've seen the weather. This week alone has been crazy. We've had a day that feels like summer. We've had a day that feels like spring. We've had a day that feels like October during October during hurricane season, and today, right now, freezing cold. Right, so I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I started my period January 1st, 2026. Yeah. And when I tell you it was the worst period I have experienced in a really long time, it was one of those periods that genuinely had me consider if I want to stay alive or not. Please tell me I'm not the only one who gets in those moods because of my period, because of the menstrual cycle. I can't be the only one who starts contemplating whether life is worth it or not. I can't be. Please don't report me to any sort of hotline. I'm like, in general, I love being alive. I love living. However, period pain genuinely makes me reconsider everything ever. And usually it's not so bad, but this time it hit me so bad. Every time I wanted to move, every time I shifted in a little bit, the pang of pain that hit me brought me to tears. Every time someone talked to me, anybody, it felt like nails being shoved into my ears and directly into my brain. Awful. Usually it's not that bad. Occasionally it is that bad, and I was like, great, so that means that I'm starting January 1st with the worst period I felt in a really long time. It must be awful. I complained about it to my friends, and one of my friends was like, actually, you know, I've heard that this means it's really good luck, so maybe 2026 will be your year. I was like, you know what, sure, I'll take it. I just need someone else to, you know, contradict this negative that's eating away at my brain and negative that's eating away at my heart and soul, where I'm like, great, so this year is already doomed and it's not even begun. I needed someone to contradict that and be like, actually, and I didn't know that until she told me that. So I didn't know I needed someone to be contradicting it until she told me that it's actually good luck. I've never heard of this, but I'll take her word for it, and I'm not going to look into it anymore. And I don't want any of you to look into it either, unless you have the information that'll satisfy me, and the information is, yeah, that means it's good luck. And actually, even if you weren't aware of it before, go ahead and comment, hey, Sonali, that means it's good luck. You're gonna have a great, fantastic year. And please do it with a pure heart, with nothing but love and good intention and goodwill in your heart, because I don't need anybody jinxing me. I don't need anybody giving me the evil eye right now. Please and thank you. So yeah, general upkeep is over. And then I was thinking about it so much, you know, I was like, wow, I'm so down in the dumps. I can't believe my stupid chungus periods I can't believe my stupid period started while I was writing down what I wanted to talk about. And then I was doing some reflecting, and you know, there are quite a few good things to happen. There are quite a few good things to ring into the new year, which confirms my friend's whole message that starting off the New Year's with your period is apparently good luck. I hope she wasn't referencing to the period being super painful or anything. I hope she was just referring it to the period being, I don't know, whatever. Who cares? Point is, I've collected some proof that maybe she was onto something. Because I divided, there's 2 categories on here, 3 categories, 4 categories: general, good things to ring in the new year, not so good things, and miscellaneous. We're gonna focus on the good things first, obviously, duh. So good things, iPad. I got an iPad. Christmas gift from my family to me. Love her, adore her. I felt like a boomer trying to set her up. Yeah. Giant learning curve. Also, without the case, this iPad feels so flimsy. It felt hollow. I picked it up out of the box and I was like, this is a very fragile being. This is like a baby. I was like, maybe fragiler than a baby even. Must be handled carefully. And the thing is, when I was looking into iPads, as one does, I was searching up other people and their iPad experiences. I saw a bunch of videos of people being like, my iPad is bending. My iPad is bending. And they had proof. Their iPad was literally bending. And I was like, I was judging them, I'll admit. I was like, what are you doing with your iPad that it's bending so bad? Like, these things are meant to be resilient, are they not? Picked it up and I was like, oh, okay. I actually 100% understand how it would start bending, especially without a case. I was always going to get a case for the iPad. But my resolve was just fortified even further by the comments in all these videos, under all these TikToks, being like, this is why you all need a case. A hard acrylic case. Make sure it is a hard acrylic case to prevent gravity dragging it down, you know, like, because it's like this and you hold it in like that. I don't know. And so I was like, okay, now I'm not going to search for any willy-nilly cutesy case. I'm going to make sure that it is acrylic, or at least super hard or whatever. And now it feels a little bit more stable. Beforehand, it felt like just any sort of pressure, the slightest amount of pressure, would have the iPad breaking, caving in on itself. Like I said, it felt hollow. But yeah, other than that, she's been great. I've mostly been using it to edit my videos. And I will say, I don't know if I don't hate it, but it's like, I really miss how easy it was to edit on my phone. I love that it allows for a bigger screen, but typing is just easier on my phone. Like, my texts, I have captions, and occasionally I'll have pictures pop up, my little memes, and I'll type captions under them. It's easier on my phone. And I've only had this iPad for a week, and I'm still learning how to use it and all, but I'm still loving it. I'm really loving it. I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, spend most of my time editing on here. I also love watching YouTube videos on here. I'm practicing writing my Hindi and Gujarati on here. And honestly, I'm loving it. I love her. I love her a lot. It's been lovely. I'm so grateful and happy to have it. Yes. I painted my nails. Oh, we're kind of matching. I painted my nails. I actually mentioned this nail polish when I first bought it several months ago. Wow, why am I forgetting the name? Aquarius Renegade. Gorgeous in the bottle, gorgeous on the nails. So beautiful. So beautiful. Outdid my expectations. I might apply it again as soon as this all peels off. As soon as this all, chips off, I'm probably going to reapply that polish. I'm so happy to be applying it. Yeah, I got that back in October or November, probably. I think it was October, maybe. I don't know, but I'm just now applying it, and maybe it was even September. Girl, I don't know. Point is, it's been several months, and I doing that weird thing where I wait for a specific opportunity that just feels right, the right moment to use it, to apply it. And I did, because I was like, it doesn't feel like the New Year's. I need something to kick in a little bit of excitement for me, and these nails did do that. The nail polish did do that. It brought a sense of excitement and a finality, I suppose, that did make me start realizing a little bit that, hey, it is the new year. Or it is a new year, rather, sorry. So yeah, I've been loving these nails. So fun. The thing is with nails, I will say, I can't remember if I've talked about it before or not, but with nail polish, my nails, for some reason, they feel extra fragile. I feel like I have to be so gentle with everything I do. And they also feel frailer, more frail. Like once they grow out a little bit, I just cut them this morning, but once they grow out a little bit more, they feel more pliant. They feel more malleable, more fragile. I don't know. Having painted nails is so pro and con for me. Pro because I get so mesmerized and I love the way my hands look or my fingers look, my nails look with nail polish on. Con is I feel like I just move differently with them and not always in a positive way. I feel a little bit more elegant. I feel like my hand gestures, I talk a lot with my hands, but I feel like the gestures, I know I'm saying gestures with a G, but I keep feeling like I'm saying gestures, like a court jester. Wow. Lock in. The gestures I do with my hands feel a little bit more elegant. I feel a little bit more elegant whenever with like certain hand gestures, doing certain hand gestures. Wow. I need to stop saying that. But like I said, I also just feel like weird with them on. Sometimes I become way too aware that there's polish on my nails and it freaks me out. And especially when they grow out, like I was mentioning, it is a sensory nightmare. For some reason, they just sound completely different. They just feel completely different. It's whatever. Point is, I loved having this nail polish on. Once this chips off and once I feel like my fragile nails have recovered from the onslaught of having nail polish on them, what am I even saying right now? Girl, I'll give it a rest for a little bit and then I'll paint them again. Or maybe I'll just paint them. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Spider-Man. I watched Spider-Man. The one Miles is usually in the cup right there. I threw him to wash. The scrunchie, I also threw the scrunchie to wash. Scrunchie I made myself back in high school, and they both smell so good. So I'm a little bit hesitant to put them back in the cup because I'm like, I just want to, and then sometimes just sitting there, I pick them up and I sniff it. Same with my scrunchie. Wow, it just smells so good. Smell. Right, smell. Yeah. Keep them both here on my desk to smell. Also, this is so charming to me. I don't know why. I love just having Spider-Man hold my scrunchie. However, it has done some damage to him, as you can see. Bobblehead. He did not come like this. He wasn't a bobblehead when I got him. But I think the scrunchie, because it's been resting on his neck, has kind of made the filling, the stuffing separate, leaving him as a bobblehead. Also charming. Yeah. So, but right now they're gonna be separate so I can smell them individually. They smell so good. Something I'm super excited about. Maybe you remember, maybe you don't, but I was talking about how I have so many hairpins just lying on my desk, out of organization. They're kind of all over the place. It kind of stressed me out because I'm just like, I need to find a better way to put these somewhere, have them contained. Yeah, hairpins, loose beads. Literally. Oh, I don't think the space is big enough for them to, okay. Right, this is what it looks like. Oh, and the glare of the light, right. Pins, loose beads. It looks cute. You have to believe me. I'll put a picture. It looks super cute. And I got it from the Dollar Tree. Super cute. I'm so happy to not have them lying around on my desk. I like that they're all contained in one place, so I don't even misplace one accidentally somehow. My eldest sister, in 2024, for my birthday gift, she got me tea. German chocolate cake tea, and I have been putting off drinking it for the longest time, but I finally drank it. I felt like there was no reason to put it off. I was just being lazy. Yeah, I was literally just being lazy. Nothing else to it. I look weird right now. I feel like I'm looking really weird. My back hurts also right now, so bad. So annoying. Anyway, tea, right. I finally drank it. I vlogged myself preparing the tea and drinking it. I'm still hesitant, unsure if I even want to upload it, because when I sat down to edit it the first time around, I was like, I can't even sit through this. And then I haven't looked at it again. So I'll look at it again and then you'll see if I decide to upload it or not. But I didn't prepare it correctly. I prepared it very wrong. So yeah, but I drank the tea. It came with a beautiful, gorgeous cup, and it came with this steeper. Super exciting. Just had one of my videos cross 100 views and hit 10 likes. More than 10 likes. This is amazing. This is super, super awesome. This channel, I think, has been running for just about a year now. First video to cross 100 views. First video to cross 10 likes. This is a huge milestone. I could throw a party. There's a party in my heart. There's a party in my mind. There's a party in my chromosomes. I'll tell you that. When I realized that, I just felt like all of my chromosomes were buzzing. Buzzing like crazy. I'm just like super excited. And it was the first video I uploaded this year too. So I'm like, yeah, this is a good sign for me this year. Knock on wood. Yeah, not to jinx myself or anything though. So yeah, those were some of the good things that happened. Now, not so good. Safari cleared all my tabs. Safari cleared all my tabs. I made a video about this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but Safari cleared all of my tabs. All of them. I made a video about this, like I said, and that is the video that crossed 100 views and 10 likes, but wow. It still doesn't feel real. Moving on to miscellaneous things, there won't be a I'm not posting a December vlog as of yet because I couldn't even sit through that first round of editing where I just sit through and delete clips that I don't fully want in there and shorten up clips where they need to be. But oh my gosh, it was like so mind-numbingly boring. I was genuinely falling asleep. So I don't think I'm gonna post it, but I might go back and get rid of a bunch of stuff and just post the parts that I really, really enjoyed on here. I don't know. Yeah, so not posting December vlog on account of it being incredibly boring. I started this thing. This used to be my old diary from 2024, which I actually haven't written in consistently in over a year. So the last time I wrote in here, I just write in here every single day. The last time when I stopped doing that was October 2024 or something. Since then, there have been various entries in here and there, but they have all been very angry and upsetting. And the main reason I stopped writing in here, it's ironic because one of the main reasons I stopped writing in here was because I felt like every single day was the same. I would go back and read some entries and it would put me in a worse mood than I was already in. It would make me feel really sad and depressed for the person writing this. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, it didn't put me in a good mood. Journaling, I picked it up in high school as a way to, you know, write down my day, let down my thoughts, and keep track of how my life is going, etc., etc. But it devolved into me basically keeping track of how morbid everything in my life seems to be going, how awful I feel, how every day is monotonous, and just there's no variety or happiness happening in my life that stands out. Don't get me wrong. There are happy entries in here, but I just felt like journaling was doing me more harm than good by the point I stopped writing in it daily. And that's why it's ironic that the following entries that I did write in here were all of me being super upset, raging, rageful, unhappy, and writing barely legibly. For the past few months, I have been thinking to myself, how I need to do something with it to get rid of it, because even just sitting here, I felt like it was taunting me, it was mocking me. Just looking at it was a reminder of how horrible the memories in here are. And it was just making me more depressed, even just thinking about it, even looking at it. I was just like feeling the life getting sucked out of me. So I was like, हल तो निकालना पड़ेगा. And then today, well, not today, this year, I was like, you know what? I can do something about this. You know what? I've been watching a lot of TED Ed videos, and I was like, why don't I start taking notes on the videos I watch to retain, in an attempt to kind of retain the information better. And I've so far only taken notes on 2 of the videos I've watched. One of them is on the best positions to sleep, and the other one is how stretching actually changes muscles, and it's good. I've been having fun doing that. I'm going to work up to taking notes on longer videos. Yeah, but besides having notes in this video, I've also decided to start writing down new vocabulary words that I learned. Last year I did this, but I kept all of them in my phone. And the thing with keeping things in my notes app for me is that I tend to lose them very easily. I tend to forget that they're in there, no matter how organized I get, no matter how to the very minutest detail I organize my folders and my notes into folders, etc., etc. I still tend to forget they're there. I still tend to look at them, keep up with them, because they still get flooded. I have a lot of notes on my phone. They get flooded, they like stack on top of everything, and whenever I'm on my phone, I get distracted very easily. I'll admit that. I go to my notes to do something, to look for one thing, I end up on a downward spiral of this other thing, etc., etc. So this year I was like, ta-da! I can totally use this as a way to keep track of new vocabulary words I learn. And because I'm learning it physically, I hope I'll be better at remembering their meanings and to actually use them in daily life. So far, I have 5 words written in here. And these are words I have picked up my mind just blanked. Wow. These are words I read in the book that I am currently reading, which is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I would show you, but you're kind of propped up on it. So, yes, this year I've decided I want to read at least 1 book minimum every single month, and I decided to start off the year and have January's book be Babel by R.F. Kuang, because I've been meaning to reread that book for a really long time. It's a slow journey. It's a slow journey. I've literally only read a chapter and 4 or 5 pages. I need to speed it up because, like I said, the days are going by fast. I'll blink and tomorrow will be February and I wouldn't have even read 2 chapters. So that's crazy. And I've blocked off the super upsetting journal entries with this binder clip. I mentioned I'm reading Babel, and I'm working on some bingo cards for this year. I, again, mentioned this previously in another video, but I have decided to start creating bingo boards. They're so fun. I love watching people go through their bingo boards, and I was like, I want to create one as well. At the moment, what I've decided to do is create a bingo board for the year and then one for every single month. For the monthly bingo boards, I've decided to only have 9 blocks because I was like, I'm having trouble coming up with 25 things to put on the yearly bingo board. I'm not trying to come up with 25 things to put on a monthly bingo board. I feel like that would be overestimating myself even for me. So I was like, okay, size down to 9. And I was having trouble with even that. So some of these are very last minute, like throwaway things that I'm hoping I would do anyway. Oh my gosh, sorry, my eyes are randomly burning. That was it. That was all I had written down, which is amazing, which is wonderful, because the more I'm looking at myself, the more warped I'm looking, and the less and less I'm liking it, and it's frankly pissing me off. So yes, if you watched this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Let me know how your January is going. Let me know what kind of content you want to see from me this year, and I'll see you next time. Be kind, be smart, and stay safe, everyone. Bye.